here you come back into another season, and there's very little that you haven't done as a football player. You have a pretty fair idea of what this team is. How do you get fired up, excited for a season? Because I get the impression you're kind of guy who pretty much carries himself that way all the time.
I have a reputation, and I gotta uphold my rep, baby. No, that's how I get fired up. I got the best quarterback to and protect, so my fire stays lit, and I have a reputation. I know I have a circle on my back. I know guys are trying to make their name off of me now, so it's a beautiful thing to be in a position of winning. But I just take it day by day. I'm blessed to be here, and I have a great in contract. So I want these guys to get their money's worth.
Tell me about that quarterback. We came into the league. I talked to him, I think his first year. He clearly had an amazing arm, and he ran better than people thought that he was going to run in the NFL. But what we're seeing now is a completely different level. What has happened? What has driven him to get to being the kind of life force that Josh Allen is right now?
Kind of think he toned into his inner child. He started watching more Avengers and like Marvel movies and like Fast and Furious movies, and he just started adapting all the superpowers that all these guys have, like the Flash, the Hulk, Juggernaut, even Iron Man. Iron Man's like that super cool, filthy, lit dude. And that's kind of what Josh has been doing. He just summoned his inner kid and just unleashed the beast like monster energy.
So, what
I threw that in there like a oop ski.
you're the guy protecting his blind side, but you're also
Yeah,
protecting somebody that is capable of extending a play, capable of going off script on a play.
yeah.
How easy is that to do, not really knowing what he's going to be doing behind you?
It's not easy. To tell you the truth, it's not easy. Like some plays you have to block for 6 seconds. Some plays you have to block for two. Some plays you got to block for eight. Some plays you might stop blocking at three, but he's still going at eight, right? So it's hard. It's a gift and a curse to have Josh as a quarterback. More gift than curse, more gift than curse, and more gift than curse. But there's that's the downfall of it. But it's still a good fall because he makes plays with scrambling. That's what Josh does well. He's good on his audible, on his pivot. Like when chaos happened, he runs around and just ball, sideline, ball, completion. So that's kind of the MO.
You described your offensive line. You guys have been together now for a little bit of time. Even some of the guys who are backups have been together for a little bit of time. You described them as a choir. Where does that description come from?
Acquire. I think that the description comes from me being crazy and just knowing that like linemen sing, right? We're singers, right? We speak our own language. We talk at our own tone. We sing our own notes, right? Like you can hit a la 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 la, and we know exactly what we got to do. So I kind of look at it like that, like we're a band that has to be on the same accord. We have to play the same note. We have to play the same tune, the same key on a piano. Like that's the O line. So music is what, and we do when we do it well, it sings a beautiful song.
When the season's over, we're all going to be in the Bay Area, and there's going to be NFL honors,
Yeah.
and there's going to be an NFL honor for an offensive lineman for the first time, and you are a
What's it
big
called?
part of the reason why the protector of the year. So,
Yes.
so tell me how this idea started and how much work this took for you to push this thing over the finish line.
It took a lot of work. It took a lot of work, and why it has became something. It's just like not. I get fed up with it, but it's just like who does something to not get an award or to get a tap on the back. Like I get it. We can sit here and we can like talk about it. We don't do it for that. We don't do it. Yes. When it comes to the community, yes, I don't do it for nothing in return. That's different from when you do something like a job, right? Like you get paid to do a job and then you do your job well. And there's 31 other starting left tackles and 31 other starting right tackles and all the way across the board. And you want to be the best, right? And you want your accolades to show that you're the best. If Dion Dawkins has or had a protector of the year award, right? That helps everybody, right? Like when I'm going for a contract, it helps. It goes better for the coach. The coach then gets to talk about I've had the best lineman this year. I had Joe Thomas. He had the Protector of the Year award for 6 consecutive years or something like that. Like, I just feel like the big boys are a big part of it. And it's time for people to start singing. And it's literally time for people to start singing. We need everybody to talk about how good of a player I am. We need everybody to talk about how good of a player Spencer is, and Cybo and Connor and Dave. We need people to start talking about it, right? Now, my next thing, right? And my next thing, just to let you know, is there's no lineman in fantasy football, right? Fantasy football is a cool thing. It helps with everything. If you can go down the list, you can click on a quarterback, Dak Prescott. I want Josh Allen. I want Saquon Barkley. I want Odell Beckham. I want Justin Jefferson. I want Travis Kelce, and click. And you hear those names and they ring a bell. The same thing it would be for a lineman, right? Oh, I want Dion Dawkins. I want Lane Johnson. I want Trent Williams. I want Tristan Wirfs. I want, like, Mulata. Like, I want all these guys to have the same armor to go to battle, right? Everybody should have the same armor on because we're all doing it but the same thing. And it feels good to win. It feels good to hold a trophy up, and it feels good to look at one. Because I know you and your job with what you do, if they say, oh, who is the best analyst or the best writer or interviewer, bro, you want that in your room. You want that on your wall. You want that. So do I, right? I have 3 kids, and I want my kids to see that my dad was the best protector this year, not just the best lifter, or, oh, he's the eating contest or something like that. No, like, look, we lean, we mean, we swagged up just like the skinny boys, right? Like, we got it too, you know. But that was the overall thought of it, and it just comes down to like honestly, like, I thought about my coach, right? Like Cromer. Cromer is one of the best coaches I've ever had, right? I'm for sure Cromer has had, if not one of the best tackles in the league at the time. I think he coached Whitworth, right? Like,
Yep.
Whitworth, like, would have had one, so Chrome would have had one. So even if it was giving Chrome an extra 200,000 or extra 250,000 or an extra million in like in his contract, one day this football thing is going to end. And not to say that it's all about money, but all of those pieces matter. And in my life, I want my chips. I want them. I want my chips because I like what they look like.
You guys have lost in Highmark Stadium twice since 2022. It's been a tremendous home field advantage. I've talked to a lot of your teammates over the years about the relationship that you guys have with the fans. I saw you got a chance to sneak in and see the new place that's coming, and that's going to be
Somebody does his research.
It's going to be an amazing place. But what is it about that atmosphere, that fan base, and you guys that have clicked so well together?
When we talk about the fan base starts drinking at about 8 a.m. Okay? So if you have a fan base that drinks at 8 a.m., their energy is felt till about 12 p.m. Okay? So that is the effect that we have. It's a lot of love, a lot of energy, a lot of just wildness, a lot of people that care. And then when it comes to the football team, like, we're in Buffalo. Not to say Buffalo is LA or Buffalo is Texas or Buffalo is Miami, right? We are all we got. We form our own functions. We form our own entertainment. We hang out. We love each other. Our families and know each other. Our kids hang out. Our kids go to daycare and gymnastics and swimming and all these different things together. So it's like it is really a family. And how McDermott and Bean and Pagula continue to get the guys here, it's amazing. Because every year, I've been here for 9 years, and the team is different every year. And they figure out the same recipe to get the right guys here to have a good time. So I think that's that bonus. That's that overall plus component. And guys want to come back. But as we see, Poyer is back. Trey White is back. They could have said, man, hell no. I'm not going back to Buffalo. But they said, hell yeah. Right? So I think that's the beauty of what we have and going on here. And the fans do a good job of loving on us and treating us like football gods. And who wouldn't want to be in a place where you're loved doing what you do as a profession and work? We're the best place in the world to play ball, and I'm thankful to be here. It's Pagula to the DIE, it's McDermott to the DIE, and it's Brandon Bean to the DIE. And with all of that being said, it's Bills Mafia to the DIE. All right, show the vibes, man.
Thanks so much for the time. Really appreciate it. Good luck.